Hey guys, welcome to the Macys here at Francis Scott Key Mall. Let's go inside, let's go check it out, guys. Hello everybody, and welcome to Fredrick, Maryland, and like I mentioned, welcome to the Francis Scott Key Mall, and welcome to this uniquely laid out single-story Macy's store at the mall. This was originally built as a Hess's, later became a Hex in 1995, and then became Macy's in 2006. And overall, this was I would say, a really nice Macy's. It was very well stocked. It was clean. It was relatively quiet when I was here, but keep in mind when I was here filming this video, it was 7:30 at night. The store was closing at 8. I have been to this mall a few times, and I've been to this Macy's a few times, and let me tell you, this store is always busy when I come here. When I've came here during the day, it's been busy. I don't see this store going anywhere. I know Macy's is downsized. There's still about 80 more stores to close over the next 2 years, but I don't see this being one of them. They did close 2 stores in Maryland, as I'm sure many of you know, because I went to the one store that was at the Hartford Mall that I filmed earlier this year, but I don't see this one going. This is in a nice area. This mall is doing really well. Sure, it has the Sears empty, but that's not this mall's fault. That's Eddie's fault. But overall, this mall's in a really good shape, although I will say that what you saw back there was that walled-off area. That was interesting. That's normally not a good sign for Macy's, but I'll give the benefit of the doubt, and maybe they're putting something in here, maybe a Starbucks, maybe a remodel, but I don't see this particular one going anywhere. Comment down below and what you all think. I think the store will be here for years to come. I think this is one of the 350 go-forward stores, and I assume I'll be back here whenever I come back to this mall. Now, on a side note, first of all, I would like to say thank you to everybody on my channel. We've officially reached the viewing hours to become monetized for this channel, which is a great milestone. It's taken me a long time, but I thank you all for staying loyal to my channel, for continuing to watch, like, comment, and subscribe. I am almost at 1,900 subscribers. I hope to reach 2,000 shortly. And it is all thanks to you guys that this milestone became possible. Now, making this point perfectly clear, I did not set up this channel to be making a profit. This is not a full-time job for me, as I do have a full-time job. All the money that I'm making from this channel, which will be solely based on views and super chats, it will go solely to hotels, gas, food, and, just overall travel expenses, so I can continue to go out and film videos for you all. And I mentioned I'm not doing this to make a profit. I'm not doing this to be one of those people that, quits their full-time job and does YouTube full-time. I would like to continue to get to as many of these places as I possibly can. As I'm sure you've all seen in the news, 2 other malls, they are currently closing as we speak. So malls are closing really at a rapid pace. I'm trying to get to as many as I possibly can for you all. I do have a big trip planned for January. I'm not going to spoil where yet, but it's going to cover a lot of ground. It's going to be almost as big as the Cincinnati trip was in May, maybe even bigger. I cannot wait to show that to you, but that's still 3 months away, so let's not even focus on that right now. Now, I will say, one of those 2 malls that will be closing, I did film back in June. I was waiting to put it up because I ran out of time to film the JCPenney. I do think that I am going to move that up and at least get up the Macy's in the mall relatively soon, as it will be closing in 2027. I'm not going to spoil the mall yet, as you'll all see probably in the next week after I get up all these Fredrick videos, and then I have one more Cincinnati video to get up. But after that, you should see the video from a particular mall. I'm not going to spoil it, but the only hint I'll give is that Walmart owns the mall. That's all I'm going to say. So I did make it there in June, and you should see that relatively soon. But once again, I'd like to thank you all for that milestone, and just continue to watch my channel. And as I mentioned, any of the money that I make, it will go for travel expenses to be able to get out to as many of these malls as we possibly can, because I enjoy going to these malls, I enjoy documenting them, I enjoy taking pictures, and I enjoy putting these up for you all, as I make a prediction that 80% of malls are going to be gone within the next 10 years. So I'm trying to make it out to as many of these as I possibly can, to have these videos on record, as these videos of these department stores and malls are all that's going to be left when these are all well as abandoned. Now, I don't see this Macys going anywhere, and I don't see this mall going anywhere, as you'll see from the mall video that I put up, which will be out probably next week. But it's a simple fact that a lot of malls are going to go. And I think the main reason why this mall survives, and I'll get into more of this with the mall videos, because this is the only mall in the Fredrick area. There was a second mall that's been long gone and only has one thing left in it, which is a beautiful Boscov's, and I did film that Boscov's. You will see that video up at some point. I still have quite a big backlog. I'm still finishing up Cincinnati, and then I'm starting to move in with this video onto the Virginia, Washington, D.C. trip that I took back in August. So stay tuned, stay patient. My nose is a long time for me, but just know I'm going to continue to put up videos 3 times a week for you all. I'm going to get them up as fast as I can, as I think it's important for me to get these up, you know, when there's not too many changes. I know some people like to wait longer for the videos, and there's nothing wrong with that. They run their channels the way they want to, but the way that I run my channels, I try to get stuff up as soon as possible. So you should be starting to see videos continuing to roll out 3 times a week. I'm not going anywhere, and the end of 2025 is going to end with some bangers here, and 2026, as I mentioned, is going to start off strong with my big trip I'm doing in January. As I said, I'm not going to spoil it yet, but stay tuned. I might put a little hint in the community tab when it gets closer. We will see. But in any event here, the video's about to end, so I'm going to stop blabbering here. If you all did enjoy the look of this Macys here at Francis Scott Key Mall, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I would like to mention, too, the only reason why this video is a little bit shaky is because I filmed this video after being on the road for 6 hours driving to get down here, so I was a little bit tired. But this is a mall I've wanted to film for a while. For some reason, the other times I've been here, and I mentioned on the series, I never filmed it. But in any event, enough of me blabbering. I hope you all do enjoy the video. And comment down below on what you all think of this Macys store. And do you see this as a go-forward store, or is there something I'm not aware of and you think the store is going to close? I'd love to hear what you all have to say. As I mentioned before, I'm getting better at responding to comments. I'm really trying my best to respond to all of them as soon as possible. I apologize now if I don't get to all of them immediately. But comment down below and what you all think. But anyway, I will see you all outside here in a second for the end of the video. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching the Macys here at Francis Scott Key Mall in Fredrick, Maryland. I love this entrance. Nice store. No signs of struggling. No major bear areas. One bear spot, but other than that, pretty good. Shut up, birds. But in any event, live from Fredrick, Maryland, Francis Scott Key Mall, Alex Weinsheimer's out, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.